No girl not cool like you. No, your body good and you're intelligent, but you not have many men. No girl, you run the place, you a top president, so you're not faded over them. Hey, girl, some girl are pre, but you not pre them, so you get 10 out of 10. Yeah, them a here, tell them try again. All of them I go a hell. Oh yeah, you complete with the education, but you are still wine on the spot. You a real professional, so show them say dance and no full of them spot. Some girl try to kill dance.
There's a cut in or nothing.
You have a degree in a dancehall, so you think of
Tell us a little about your background.
Alright, so, and by the way, I go speak Spanish and English, you see me? Voy a hablar los dos para la gente que no puede entender inglés. So, in terms of the background, you know, not much of a musical background. Grew up and listen to a lot of music. Always get exposed to all of the different type of Jamaican music. You don't know, the reggae and the dancehall. We used to grow up and my father used to drive and always have these kind of music playing around me, so me get a full understanding and a full immersion as it relates to that sense. As it relates to me doing it practically now. I never have no sort of background in that. I never have no family member that was no musician or anything like that. Just me, just no fancy this and like it and come take it up to myself.
Don't wear a wig. I don't know if him eat pig, but him certainly not gonna spin no wig.
Welcome to Expose, Mr. Myers. Give us a short introduction and tell us a little about El Jamaiquino.
Yeah man, Leroy Frey Myers, you know? Friend, family. Should I say, family, not even friends. Young artists, self-driven young man. We have watched, grown in this very community here, you know, seeing all these attributes. Very enterprising, and he tends to be more focused now on the studio and his work of music, and so we in the community, we are behind him 100%.
Flexus and Lexus must get famous one day. You must bust. We now come third or fourth. A strictly fuss. Cool. We no fool. We no mule. We no tool. And one day this youth must rule.
Yeah.
Take it back to old school.
Yeah.
What would you say your musical work aim to represent?
Well, I would definitely say that it aims to represent life. Looking at life from different perspectives and different angles, being able to put yourself in anybody's shoes, depending on, you know, putting yourself in the shoes of the rich, the poor, the needy, those who are do different type of things. So it's just trying to create a sort of music that is relatable, and you know, not every song may relate to everyone, but doing different songs along the line of my career that is going to touch every single type of person that exists on the planet in positive ways, because we're not really pushing no negative energy. I try to stay far from that still, isn't it?
Who would you say is your main influence for doing music?
I can't really name one person as it relates to any one person being an influence to me. I can say that music within itself has influenced me, and I've gotten to a point where I listen to music objectively. So, you know, there is not any real bias in terms of what it is that I listen and what it is that I don't listen to, you know. So, to just name some people in terms of Jamaican music, we have to name people like, you know, the Beanie Man, the Bounty, Berries Hammond, Bojo Banton, Garnet Silk, you know, even some of the rocksteady singers them like even Leroy Sibbles or Alton Ellis or Slim Smith, Bob Andy. Yeah man, we listen to everybody, Bob Marley, everybody play a role, you know. and we listen to the new age folks too, you know what I say? So everybody play a role as it relates to influences. And if we're talking about like the Latin scene or the international scene, you know, we have to definitely big up the man them like Daddy Yankee, Farruko, Bad Bunny, J Balvin, Sean Paul Shaggy, you know, the man they definitely carry the swing.
Yeah, man, cool big time though.
Time hard, isn't it? So farming over class.
Tell us a little about your friendship with Jamaiquino.
The brother.
Cut!
No man, it's like a bad thing. Just make it run. Oh, I know this brother, man. In 10th grade, or 10 hardy. But yeah, man. I never have no intention or thought of seeing a brother like this because my ears are KC. My friend was never so jovial and at the same time. I mean, we used to do so much good things and bad things for, play with each other, as in mess around for fuck with our life. But our friendship is something very remarkable because Jomo, how we met each other. Jamaiquino. Yes, Jamaiquino. At first he was, the type for, well, when I saw him at KC, he was just straight book the first day in see, isn't it? Until it was lunchtime or so. This brother I'm fine. Meet up. So I don't know. One evening, the chair just lit, isn't it? During the lunchtime there. And you see this guy who always a laugh off from 10th grade. We just see the man and it's like we lose the head, isn't it? But how our friendship was built, it wasn't something planned, isn't it? It's like we were, we had a call it, it's like, I really don't know. I don't know the word how to put it, but the connection was always there.
Sí, es como, va a ser como un documental sobre el Jamaiquino. En el YouTube, pero lo estamos creando ahora.
What first got you into music?
You know, it's a long story still, but basically, as a youth, I can remember as early back as at first, one time I used to go Excelsior High, then the next time I used to go KC. And I can remember from as early as Excelsior High School days, I was a very shy, reserved youth. Still shy and reserved up to this day, you know. But I was a very shy and reserved youth, and I remember that, I used to shy around the girls, them, and it's like, I remember me would have sing some of the little R&B songs them I used to do round back in at the time, like say maybe example like all one of them Chris Brown there, I need you boo, gotta see you boo. And you know, the girls them used to like it. So me used to try to sing them, and you know the girls them used to like it and they used to flock me because of that. And it's like, you know, one at the time we did start kinda get iffy with the attention, so we did put it down for a while, we never paid no mind. We used to sing sporadically in church as well, you see me? Because I'm a Roman Catholic and we usually used to sing sporadically in church, not every other Sunday, but you know, whenever them convince me, go up there go sing. But me still never did really a career or nothing like that, you know? And then when we go KC and then we linked with some youths where some of my best friends at the time, them used to, wow, they were aspiring DJs in dancehall, fraternity. And probably I do something else these days still, but you know. Them used to tell me some I have a good voice, so them used to carry me go to studio, go sing. Like them would have like a song and then they would have just carry me and they would have make me sing the chorus for the song, even though I never really, you know, them used to say me have the voice. So I say, alright, cool. I'm gonna go there and sing the chorus, while them DJ around it and them thing. I mean, none of them did something went anywhere, but that's kind of how I would say that was my first exposure to like being in a settings that you could call a studio. And it's never really no packed studio, you know, just some little makeshift studios where teenagers at the time would set up and would do a thing on the itation, you know. And then what really started, or what was the catalyst to me deciding that I wanted to actually become a serious musician. I left Jamaica in January of, was it 2014? Yeah, January of 2014, and I end up at the British Virgin Islands. And you know, as soon as I landed, I noticed that there was a large community of Dominican people, and it's like them didn't speak Spanish, and you know, this was something that I really and truly never had any interest in it in school as a subject. I failed miserably. But you know, just hearing them and having these people in my space, I used to always hear them talking amongst themselves, and I used to wonder what are these people saying, you know. I wanted to know what they were saying. I wanted to know how to understand them, and I kind of unconsciously decided that I was going to take up Spanish and learn it from these people. And at the same time, this was when I got introduced to reggaeton for the first time. And after being introduced to reggaeton for the first time, listening to the song, there was a particular song that one of the biggest in the business right now did, Parruco, called Cositas que Hacíamos. And the little things that we did, that's what it translates to. And the rhythm was a reggaeton rhythm, but it's like it borrowed a lot of the influence from that rhythm from back in the day when Mad Cabra did the song Flex, time to have sex, you know it. And it's like that was basically the structure of the song, and it was just like a light bulb moment for me. I was like, people actually do this. So it's like these guys were there in the Latin world that I had no prior knowledge of, doing Jamaican style music in their language, and I was just like, wow. And in that moment I decided that I was going to become the Jamaican, aka El Jamaiquino.
Yeah, and all of a sudden we see this brother here start talking Spanish more, and I'm like, where this come from? You see me? We didn't have the thought of, you know, Jomo going into reggae music. At first it was mainly dancehall. This brother here did always sing, you know, the carnival, mainly carnival music, you know, because he always jovial and you know, he was a very hyperactive youth back then, you know. Majority at the time then when we do go one party, him was the first one to start move and dance, you know, I grab for the girl. Yeah, it was always him, you see me? So we did naturally see it in him, say him was a what do you call them people then? Not. Well, yeah, an entertainer and a comedian at the same time. You see me?
What would be your strengths and weaknesses?
You know, I would say, and this might also be a weakness, but my major strength would be stubbornness, you know. but stubborn for the right reasons, obviously, you know. Stubborn for the dream. It's like music is not an easy thing to do, and you know, you have to go through a lot of different things, both mentally and socially. And especially when you're an unknown artist and you don't have clout and certain things to help you in that aspect, you're going to go through the real deal of people turning you away, people telling you that what you're doing is foolishness, people laughing at you, and you know, some of it may be constructive. You also need to be able to, you know, take yourself out of your ego and see if maybe some things that they may say may be true. See, sometimes they may not believe, maybe some people just not believe in you, but sometimes people might offer you constructive advice as well. So you know, not take things personal, take things with a grain of salt. Take everything everybody said to you with a grain of salt. Always understand that, you know, you're even if within yourself, even though you might not know, you still have to have a sort of thought within yourself, say, yeah, you're the best thing ever. But at the same time, you can't think like, say, yo, you're the bestest thing ever. Because, you know, people they were better than you. And you have to just learn how to ascend to the different levels. So I would say one of my greatest strengths is just not really caring about what people say. Taking what some people say with a grain of salt. Just understanding that, you know, while what I do definitely regard what I do as being something that is very important and something that can definitely blow up and will blow up, but we just know so we have to go through the motions and be patient. It's a time game, you know. So definitely stubborn to the dream, but stubborn with a purpose and, you know, not being arrogant in the process.
How would you describe your creative process?
It's like, you know, there's no real way to define it, you know. I write songs for different reasons and for different objectives. There might be a day where sometimes I just get a vibes, sometimes I have dreams, you know, and the song will come to me in a dream, and then I have to wake up and just get a pen and a paper, or just get my phone and voice note it real fast, because I'll just forget it just like that. You know, so some songs come to me in dreams. That's one, dreams. And next one might be, I might have a burning issue or a desire to say something that I might have a song in my head, wanting to sing it, and it might take me months to start writing it. But it's already in my head, I'm already formulating how I'm going to sing it, the kind of voice I'm going to use, how I'm going to relay the message and all of that, and even have an idea of what the rhythm is going to be, whether it is that somebody gave me a rhythm or I'm going to build one, or I'm going to go get one built from scratch, you know. And then there might be other instances where a producer might tell me I want a song to be done, and them just give me a rhythm, and then we just write something and voice at the same time. So the creative process varies, you know, but you might have a time when you might have, you know, more time we'll leave like a whites or whites and like a vodka and Schweppes, and we just sit down and we write. And we have a time when we write sober too. And then you might have a time when we might just a fool with another like a freestyle, and the freestyle sounds so good, I decided to I'll turn it into a song. So, you know, many different ways. But the creative process really is just sit down and hold a meds and just write about life, you know. Nobody make it like a rocket science thing, just write about the feelings, you know. Well, I feel like say when you write like that, you know, people relate to it more, because if you can feel something and you can relate to somebody else, people that are empathetic will be able to relate to what I say, you know. So yeah.
If you had a chance to do like a collaboration, who would you collab with?
Well, you know, you have quite a few people where they when me rate musically, rate them style and them craft. So you have quite a few people there when me want to do a collab with. If we're going to talk about local, definitely would have loved to do something with Sean Paul, you know. Them man they already, you know, enter into the Latin market, and separate and apart from that, has done a lot on the local scene, you know. I don't know if you might ever see this, but you know, Sean, if you ever get the chance to see this, you see me, link up, definitely. If we are going to talk about, you know, I would love to do some with any one of the other veterans, them too, you know, the Berries, the Bujus, them kind of vibes there. Definitely. Among others, we can't really bring your body to memory right now. Apart from this, if we're going to talk about outside world, we can definitely say, yo, but I love to do something with Bad Bunny, or Faruko, J Balvin. Them man they in that sphere the same way, so you don't know. And we can also talk about some of the female artists them. But I love to do something with Ella May one day, you know. And among others.
Raise a lighter in the sky. Yeah, we life, we are live up. Yeah, we life, we are live up. We have smoke all around. Y'all have one bad band the ground. Mike man pan the sound. Have the world crowd and rail up. Sang and select. DJ Q man fi play next. Just a normal